Brighten your day by watching the Time with Theresa television show. Whether in the studio or on location, Theresa Westbrook and guests will warm your heart and encourage your soul. And now, your host, Theresa Westbrook.
Hello and welcome to the program. Well, as you can see, we are on location tonight. And tonight we are at Capernaum Village for the premiere of The Crimson. And I am so excited to be interviewing just a few of the cast and crew members. And I am looking forward to seeing The Crimson tonight. So, are you ready? Let's go! It is my absolute delight to introduce you to the writer and director of The Crimson, Miss Tammy Lane. Welcome, Tammy.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Oh, it's an exciting night tonight to be premiering The Crimson. Now, before we get started on that, I want to tell our viewers a little bit about you. You are the writer and director of this, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am.
Okay. How long did it take you to put this vision into action?
Well, it is an 11-minute short film. So it's not a full length yet, but it is an 11-minute short film. And I was listening to a song called Jesus Paid It All. Y'all probably are familiar with that. And the Lord just downloaded a scene. That's usually what he does. He starts with just downloading a scene, and then he gives me the rest of it. So I thought at first it would be a music video, but then it ended up being like a short film / music video, just whatever it ended up being. So it's my offering to the Lord, though.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Well, we're here to celebrate with you tonight, and this is not your first production. And it's very interesting, the productions that you do. So mention a couple of more productions that you've done and the interaction that happens with them.
Okay. Well, I've done some film productions, but I've also done live productions. So The Crimson is part of a live production. And what we do is we watch the film, and then the live production takes you into it live. So you're actually going to experience it live after you watch the film. But tonight we're just going to see the film.
Oh, exciting, exciting. And I must say, we're here on the beautiful grounds of Capernaum Village, where our viewers need to hear a little bit about that.
Capernaum Village. This is a film set and studio. We've got all kinds of things going on here. We've got filmmakers coming out and producing their own productions here. And we also, we do our live productions here. We've got the Content 18 Christian Media Conference going on right now. So there's a lot of people out here with that. I'm so excited. Yeah. It's been a great week, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And I just want to tell y'all, this little lady is a mighty woman of God, and we are actually standing in her vision tonight, doing these red carpets, and so many amazing things are happening tonight. So you must get hooked up with Tammy Lane Productions, and you must get hooked up with Capernaum Village. One last thing, Tammy, why should the people come out and see The Crimson?
Because it is going to be a life-changing experience. And you need to bring everybody you know, your family and friends, and especially if there's somebody that doesn't know Jesus, perfect time to introduce them to our Lord and Savior.
Yes. Absolutely. Thank you for stopping by and spending a little time with us tonight. And we wish you great success, and you're already experiencing that. So I can't wait to see what is next for Tammy Lane Productions in Capernaum. God bless you.
Thank you, Theresa.
Well, it's my pleasure to introduce you to Shane Wright.
Zimmer, yes.
It's awesome to have you, Shane. Now, tell us what you have been doing on The Crimson out here.
So Tammy Lane blessed me with the opportunity to come out and be the director of photography on Crimson. Awesome experience. We always love partnering with her. We also handled the post-production of Crimson, so we sourced the special effects, the color, and of course the editorial part of it as well. And then finally, she allowed me to kind of help with the producing side of it as well, sourcing some of the crew, the tech side, the audio. So all around, just a blessing to be a part of it.
Absolutely, and you're very talented. And so, are you anxious to see the audience reaction tonight?
I am nervous right now. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what the audience tonight's gonna do with it, and then also what God's gonna do with this piece as Tammy, takes it to film festivals and as she uses it in the Crimson Experience. We're excited to see how God's gonna use it.
Now, I don't want to give anything away, so don't give anything away. But tell me one little piece that is maybe your favorite part of it.
Okay, I would try not to give too much away, but there's a scene in the garden that's explosive, let's say. And it's one of my favorite scenes. And I can't wait for you to see it and tell us what you think.
I can't wait to see it. Well, God bless you, Shane, and thank you for stopping by. We wish you great success.
Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure to introduce you to Kevin Toy, who plays Judas in The Crimson. Welcome, Kevin.
Hi. It was great being here.
You know, everyone has to play a bad guy sometimes. What do you think about that?
Playing a bad guy is, I guess you have like a lot of room to play with it, and it's actually pretty fun. You know, there's no like just a certain way to play the character. You can have like different ways to play it, and be creative with it.
Right, and you know what? Did you bring some humanity to Judas? You know, people think Judas was just all bad, but that's not really true.
Nope, it's not. He does have a little bit of humanity in him, especially when you see the movie, you can see the interaction with him and Jesus. And I can't say a lot about it, but yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it. Yep.
He just made some wrong choices, but there wasn't a choice he made that God couldn't forgive him of.
Yes, I guess so. It's debatable. It's debatable.
True, that could be debatable.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, and we wish you great success.
Great, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm excited to be standing next to Jesus, which is AKA Boren Doulos.
Yep.
He's playing Jesus in The Crimson. Welcome, Boren.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a delight to meet you. Now, I want to hear, what did you bring to the part of Jesus in The Crimson that maybe we haven't seen before?
What did I bring? I felt like nothing. I mean, frankly, how do you recreate, the greatest man that ever lived? But what I just went for was to empty myself and to say, Jesus, just put me in a place where I can feel just an ounce of your emotions, your thoughts that you were having in those moments. And so I just tried to bring an authenticity, any little inclination of what Jesus might have been thinking or feeling in the moments that were portrayed in the film.
Absolutely, and he experienced a lot of grief. Did you feel that?
I felt, honestly, more grief in a certain sense than I've ever felt in my life.
Mm-hmm. And how did you come out of that?
You can ask my wife. It was actually she, on the way back home to Kansas City, she said, you know what? You're going on a camping trip by yourself, because that's how I unwind. And she said, you need it. I was having a hard time kind of unpacking the emotions. It wasn't a bad thing, but it was just, there was a heaviness that I was carrying. And it took a couple of weeks to kind of think through all the stuff that I had experienced and talk with the Lord about just, what I was feeling, what I was going through, what I experienced in the filming. And so it was definitely a heavy experience, but I wouldn't trade it for the world.
And now, what do you feel most joyous about?
Just the hope that Jesus would be glorified through the film.
Thank you so much, and we wish you great success.
Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure to introduce you to Tyler Keppel. Welcome, Tyler.
Thank you.
All right, Tyler, tell us who you play.
I play Malchus and the Crimson.
All right, and what happened to Malchus?
He got his ear cut off in the garden.
Now that's interesting. Did they come close to getting your ear, or did you really have some great special effects going on?
He got a little close with the sword, but the effects, it came out pretty good.
It's very believable.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Well, how excited are you to see the Crimson tonight?
I am extremely excited. I've been waiting to see this since we wrapped up filming.
Okay.
So I'm beyond excited.
Well, thank you for what you did in the play, and we wish you great success. God bless.
Thank you.
Well, it's my pleasure to introduce you to a great guy named Corey Cannon. Welcome, Corey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. And Corey, you know, I've seen you in some productions, and I believe you're one of the best Roman soldiers I've ever seen.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You really got that part down. So you play that in The Crimson.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, and now how long have you been an actor?
I've been an actor for probably about 7 years.
7 years. So what does this film mean to you?
Well, I love faith-based films, and that's why I got into acting. My first production was actually out here on their first year that they started. And so to be a faith-based actor and just to use your talents and abilities that God gave you to further the kingdom, and, that's what I'm all about. So.
What do you hope the audience members will walk away with after viewing this?
I hope they walk away with the realization of what the Lord actually did for each and every one of us. And it portrays it really well. I haven't seen it yet, but from doing the actions and seeing behind the scenes, it just seems like it's going to be life-changing. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Corey, and we wish you all the best in all of your acting endeavors.
Thank you.
It's a delight to introduce you to Zach Keppel. Welcome, Zach.
Hey, glad to be here, Theresa. Thank you.
Well, it is so nice to be here and celebrate the opening of The Crimson. And tell us what part you played in this great film.
Actually, Tammy made me this time. I couldn't act, but she let me do all the set design, all the torches, lighting, all that, all the scenery. So that was my duty, getting water. I had to get her water, make sure Tammy Lane's chair was set up on set. So thank you, Tammy. We can't wait to see the finished product of Crimson.
That is so important to do. Now, you also are an actor, though, and you play in some of her other productions, correct?
Yes, I was out here. I've been acting for about 7 years, doing the live productions, Roman tax collector, whatever she needs me to do. And it's just been a blast and a blessing to be here.
Now, tell me, why do you continue doing this out here?
Because I love Tammy and I love the Lord.
All right. All right. And so tell the viewers, why should they come out and visit Capernaum Village?
It's just the most wonderful place. If you want to be touched by God, Capernaum is the place to go. You can come meditate in the garden. You can travel all the way back to the first century, and it's just like being right there where Jesus walked.
Thank you for all that you do, Zach, out here. We greatly appreciate it. God bless you.
God bless you, too. Thank you, Theresa.
Thank you.
Are you the Christ, the Son of God?
Peter, put away the weapon. Those who live by the sword will die by the sword.
Jesus paid it all. Oh, to him I owe. Sin had left a crimson stain. He washed it white as snow.
King?
You have all heard this blasphemy!
And you will see the Son of Man in the right hand of power, and coming on the clouds of heaven.
Hi, I'm Tim Shields. I'm one of the producers of Crimson here at Capernaum, and this is going to change a lot of lives. People are already saying how great it is. It's high professional, high quality. It's going around the world in many languages. I am proud to be blessed to be a part of this. Thank you.
I'm Dallas Jenkins, and I'm a director who's actually going to be filming a multi-season show here at the Capernaum Village. And one of the things that's really exciting is I just got a chance to see the Crimson, something that was already shot here. Now, in terms of the sets and in terms of the professionalism of the crew and of the sets here, I already knew that was great. It's why we chose to shoot here and why we chose, of all the places in the country, to film this show that's so important to me. But honestly, if all you have are great sets, that's not enough to make something special. What made this project special was that it was greater than the sum of its parts. The spirit behind it, I know I can match the set because we're going to be using it, but I really hope and pray that I'm able to match the spirit that was on this set, because if all you do is make use of the sets, that's not really capturing the story and the heart of what Jesus was. This set is just a tool to be used to spread the gospel and to capture the heart and the spirit of Jesus, and that's what I'm hoping to do with my show.
I was so moved.
To tears.
To tears.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend Barbara Littlepage is here, and she was touched too.
Oh, it was absolutely the most amazing thing. It was just beautiful.
You know, there's so many good parts of it, but I especially loved whenever Peter, you know, he cut the guard's ear off. But the Lord, he loved him so much that he just put that ear back on there and healed him.
He did.
And did you notice when Jesus spoke how everybody fell?
Yes, I am.
Yes, he said, I am.
Yes.
And people just fell to the ground.
That's right.
And I just almost jumped out of my chair.
Look at that.
And then, of course, the ending when Jesus was going up those steps and Barabbas touched him. Oh, my goodness. I felt that touch.
That was emotional, very emotional, yes.
It's awesome. You need to experience Capernaum.
I think all the grandparents need to bring their grandchildren. This is we heard a story about a 10-year-old who was moved to tears. So we need to bring our kids. This is a wonderful show, a wonderful movie.
I love it.
The most impacting thing that I noticed and that hit me was the devotion of the cast, the devotion of the entire project. You could feel the sense of just genuineness throughout the entire production. The anointing on the cast, the you know, it addressed some really unique points of view of different characters, and it was really touching, and I'd love to see. In fact, my favorite part is every time I've ever been in a Easter type production, I always want to see this part done. And I love it when Jesus said, I am, and they all were blown back to the ground to show the power of the Creator. I thought that was awesome. So keep up the good work, Tammy and crew.
I'm Tamara Roberts. I just saw the Crimson for the very first time, and all I can say is, wow. It was amazing. You know, the thing about Malchus, the servant of the high priest, who Peter cut his ear off, and seeing the healing of that, awesome. It was so amazing. And then the way that it affected it, I never thought of that. What did he do the rest of his life after having the Son of God heal his ear and having participated in his arrest? All I can say is, wow.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Williams. I just viewed the Crimson, and I just spoke with Tammy. First of all, the Crimson was amazing, very moving. It ends where Jesus is being beaten before he goes to the cross. And she just got finished telling me that they'll show that in the theater. You will hear the crucifixion going on in the background as you walk up to the temple where the curtain will be torn, and you will see then the Ark of the Covenant. And I'm telling you, I cried when she was telling me that. It's going to be so amazing, so powerful. I'm about to invite all my friends out to Capernaum Village, so come on down.
Hi, I'm Daniel Mavridis, and I played one of the priests in the building next to us here, and just was an awesome experience to do this and to be part of the Crimson short film. and hopefully you guys, people can come out here and see the actual production and the film. And it was just a blessing to be part of this film. Thank you.
Hey, yeah, I'm Brad Stockfleet, and I was, well, I had the privilege of being the priest that did the slap on Jesus. And as far as being a part of this production out here, it is awesome. I have worked with Tammy on a lot of these productions, but this one was the best that I've worked at. She has done so much in improving the set out here, all the buildings, all the props, all the people that she brings together to do these productions are just nailing it. They are doing their parts, and it's just a privilege to be a very, very small part of this, and I just enjoyed it, and I agree with everyone else. This is going to touch lives. This is going to bring people to Christ, and that's what we're here for. Thank you.
I'm Andrew Flagg, and I played Barabbas. And this film, first of all, this experience and just to be a part of this production. I've been on Tammy Lane's productions now for the past 3, maybe 4 years, and each time it's been a blessing. This one right here is so incredible. I mean, the Spirit of God definitely saturated, arrested the atmosphere, and people on set were truly in that moment. You're going to witness the feeling of what it probably felt like for those that were in that era, and I hope it touches. I know it's going to, but I hope it touches those that are saved and delivered. Now I hope this makes you really connect to what you've done when you made the choice to say that you want to serve God. I don't have the words to say, just the power behind the whole experience, and just watching the release that you're about to get a chance to see. Just know that God was all over this production. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you in the kingdom.
Hi, I'm Scott Nermella. I played Pontius Pilate in The Crimson. It was a great time to be out here. I've done a lot of plays, a lot of live theater. Been doing that for 20 years. This is the first time I did anything that was filmed, so the experience was new to me, but it was an extremely cool experience to be around sets. I'm also a set designer for our theater, so being out here with actual buildings and these fantastic sets was incredible. It helped out with everything we did. I mean, just the whole atmosphere out here at Capernaum Village is fantastic. So the people out here were great. It was they did a pretty good job with the new guy, and as far as filming went, and I was proud to be a part of it. I mean, it was an incredible experience from the first audition to tonight, where we got to see the film for the first time. So great experience. Hope you come out here. Hope you see this film. We hope this film changes people's lives, and I know it did for me. So I want out to see it.
Hi, I'm Don Harris. I'm out here at Capernaum Film Sets for Content 18. We've had an amazing week. We've got one day left tomorrow. We're having the award ceremony, and it's just been a powerful week. God's been here. He's been moving in praise and worship every morning when we get together. The freedom that this group has when they're together in praise is just awesome. And the workshops, been involved with Aaron Byrne, talking about filmmaking from concept to completion, from getting your script and your beats and getting your crew and getting things funded and working through the whole process, pre-production, post-production. and learned a lot and just had a great time being out here. If you get a chance to come out to one of the Christian Media Association conferences, the next one of course being Content 19, you will be blessed, you'll learn and grow, you'll network, you'll meet a lot of people that you can coordinate with and work with in future projects.
And coming in to an organization such as this, one never really knows what they're going to step into. But what I was impressed with almost immediately was the fact that I was dealing with individuals who were immersed in producing a story in film, and that story was about the love of Christ and the sacrifice that was given. And I was so touched by the different ways that was demonstrated and manifested in the different ways that the participants, whether actors, directors, or whatever, the way that they were so focused on producing a product that was exemplary, not necessarily in technical, although they work extremely well at that end, but that they are being truthful and faithful to the gospel of Jesus Christ. And I just love the idea that we testify of the power of God in our life. In fact, we just saw a showing, the first time, certainly that I've seen it, and I think it's one of the first times that it's been shown, on Crimson, which is a movie which will also include a live production. But the thing that touched my heart on the Crimson viewing was the commitment of the people that are portraying it in demonstrating that a great, great price has been paid so that all of us can know salvation and forgiveness for our sins. Jesus Christ, by his blood, paid a tremendous price.
Hi, I'm Melissa Tipton. I'm the Director of Marketing for Capernaum Village and Studios. Just want to invite anyone, any producer, any director who is looking for an authentic first century set for your film shoot, come take a look at Capernaum. The value, the authenticity, it's all here and it's real, and we invite you to come take a look. We'd love to visit with you. We'd love to hear about your project and what you're doing. Come visit us. First of all, check out CapernaumVillage.com for more information.
Wow, what an awesome time we have had at Capernaum Village in Weatherford, Texas for the viewing of Tammy Lane Productions' The Crimson. It was just dynamite, and congratulations to the writers, producers, and all of the cast and crew. And I would like to say a special thank you to Tammy Lane Productions and to Tim Shields with Content 18 for inviting us to come out and get interviews at this red carpet premiere. You know, Capernaum is one of my favorite places in Texas to come and visit. And Content 18, if you're interested in faith-affirming media, or if you're in the media industry, I encourage you to contact Tim Shields and Content 18. I don't think you could find a better event that is more giving to the people that attend and its members than Content 18 and Tim Shields. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching the Time with Theresa television show. For guest and sponsorship opportunities, contact Theresa today.